So here in my video, I'm going to factor one GCF expression, a difference of two perfect squares expressions, and one easy case quadratic trinomial expression. So for the number one, you have 40x to the fourth minus 20x to the second minus 10x. So first off, you have to figure out the greatest common factor for 40, 20, and 10. And you should get 10. So you're going to write that, and then you have to figure out a factor for the x's. And you can only get one. That's the least you can get. So you're going to write that too. And then you're going to have parentheses. And then you have to take out the 10. So, and this is a positive number, so you should get 4 for x to the third, because if you were to solve this, you would get 40x, and then you do 3 plus another x, and that would be x to the fourth. So that's how you get 40x to the fourth. And then you'd have to take 10 out of negative 20, so you'd get negative 2 to the, no, just leave, it's just x, and then you would take negative 10 out of 10. You can only take that one time, so you're gonna write 1, negative 1 to x, 1x, and that's about it. So if you were to solve this back out, you would get, well, 10 times 4, 40, and then x plus x to the third would give you 40x to the fourth. And then you would do 10x times negative 2x, and you would get, because a positive and a negative is a negative, so you would get 20x squared, and then 10x times 1. Oops, I made a mistake. But there you go. First mistake of the video. They already have an x out here, so if I were to multiply this times 1, it would become this. It would become negative 10x. Okay, so 10x times negative 1 give me negative 10x. And that's simply how you factor a GCF. Now a perfect square. Difference of a perfect square. First off, you could simply just factor each and then write it into an equation. So you can factor this and you would get, oops, and you get x squared. We have to write it in 2 parentheses. Okay, so if you get x squared over here, and if you were trying to solve this in the parentheses form, it would be you do the FOIL method. So you're gonna have to write 1 in this parentheses over here too. So x squared and x squared, and if you were to do that, solve that out, you get x to the fourth. And then if you were to factor 100, you should get 10. And that's simply how you factor out a perfect square equation. Now to the easy case. It says easy case, but you have to do a little bit more work than any of the other ones. Okay, so in this equation, you have to know that this is A, this is B, and this is C. So A would be, you can write a 1 in front of this if that helps. So 1n squared, and then B equals negative 5. You don't write this in B because you have to put it in the diamond method. And then C equals positive 6. So now to the diamond method, you write a times c, which should be 1 times 6, and you should get 6. And then you write b in the box, in the diamond down here. So just -5. Now you have to figure out what times what gives you 6, and then add it up gives you -5. And if you know how to factor, or you know how to get the factors, you should get -3 and -2. Because if I were to do -3 times -2, I would get +6. And if I were to add these up, you would get -5. So now that you have the two factors, all you have to do is put it in an equation. So all you have to do is x plus 1, oops, that'd be a minus. X minus 3, and then in the other parenthesis, set of parentheses, you would do x minus 2, well, x -2. And all you simply do is put this factor, the first factor, in one set of parentheses, and the second factor in the other set of parentheses. And that's all you have to do.